Good day, I am the Gluth, and this is a LEGO Batman the video game speedrunning guide. Today we're gonna take a look at some basic stuff you need to know about the game, as well as some basic speedrunning techniques used in story and free play runs. This tutorial is mainly aimed at total beginners, so if you're just starting out, you've come to the right place. In this video I'll teach you a bunch of the most used speedrunning techniques, such as the extended flight and freeze fly. Before we jump into the gameplay, however, let's talk about some general stuff you need to know about the game, and all the things you need to know before you start your run. Main categories for LEGO Batman speedruns are Hero, Villain and any percent. All of those can be played in either Story, Replay Story or Free Play modes. A Hero % story run, for example, consists of completing all 15 hero levels on a fresh save file. Extras and modified suits are not allowed, and the timer starts when you press New Game in the main menu, and it ends when you press Finish Story at the end of the last completed chapter. All Replay Story and Free Play runs allow the use of extras and custom suits. Your timer there starts when you gain control of your character, and it ends when you press Exit to Hub at the end of the last completed chapter. You can also run all the levels and chapters individually, and if you consider yourself a LEGO Batman expert, you can test your game knowledge during Hash and 100% runs. And if you like playing speedrun bingo, we've got that too. For more info on the categories and their rules, visit speedrun.com leaderboards, link to which is in the description of this video. If you don't feel like spending hours on making your practice save files, you don't even need to worry. The LEGO Batman speedrunning community got you covered. Check the description for a link to LEGO Batman resources, where you'll find save files and clean splits for free download and use. If you're a PC player, I highly advise you use a controller for your runs. It doesn't really matter which one, you can use an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller. LEGO games are mainly made for the consoles, and are meant to be played on a controller. Of course you can still play on a keyboard, however, note that all the techniques you're about to see are much easier to perform with an 8-way analog stick. In 2018, the community discovered that loading each level before starting a full run can speed up the loading time of each level up to 10 seconds, depending on the level and used system. In this comparison you can see the difference between the loading times of 1-1. Video on the left shows the load time of a preloaded level, and the one on the right shows a run started right after booting up the game. Load times differ from system to system. The fastest loading times are achieved on an SSD-based PC. Another thing that can save you some time before you even start a run is loading up another save file and setting level selection pointers to the first level of each chapter. During your run, you'll notice that the pointers stay in the same spot you left them. After you finish the first level, the game will ask you if you want to make a save file. You can actually beat the game much faster by cancelling the save. Doing this can save you a couple of seconds on each level, since the game doesn't waste time trying to save your progress. The extended flight, also known as the extended glide, is definitely the most important technique to learn if you're just starting out. It is used in nearly all levels that let you use a gliding character. By repeatedly skipping the flight animation, we can glide higher and reach the spots we normally couldn't. The main idea of this trick is to extend your air time by repeatedly resetting the glide animation. We need to shorten the animation, and to do that, we need to let go of the jump button. If you've ever played this game casually, you'll need to get rid of the habit of holding the jump button. Tapping instead of holding it may be hard to get used to at first. Try to perform a double jump. You'll notice that your character performs a quick gliding animation, then immediately starts to fall. Double jump, and when your character starts to fall, tap the jump button again. Congratulations! You've just performed your first extended flight. Now all you need to do is to add more extensions and learn how the timing of the taps works. The main idea is to tap at the very moment your character starts to fall after each animation. This technique may be quite tricky to perform at first, but trust me, you'll only get better with time and practice. So don't give up and keep flying. The main idea of each long jump is to press the jump button at the very edge of your starting area, and press it again when your character is about to start falling down. Depending on the situation, it may be easier to perform a jump kick instead of a double jump. Note, however, that if you do a jump kick, your character might try to attack someone or something, which may cause your character to move in a direction you're not expecting. I encourage you to try both and find which style works out the best for you. As with the extended flight, the timing might be quite hard to get used to, but again, practice is the key. Some of the characters can perform a wall jump. This mechanic is never really used in the casual gameplay, but in speedrunning it is often used as a way to get out of bounds. To perform a wall jump, you need to stand between two walls, jump in place, and try to stick to one of the walls. Don't stand too close, otherwise you'll collide with the wall and fall down. When you've successfully clung onto the wall, start mashing the jump button to make your character climb higher. All of the wall jump spots have their own different setups. Some of the spots require using momentum, and your starting point often makes a difference. The wall jumps may be annoying, but the time save they provide is always worth the struggle. When fighting a boss, try not to mash. This causes the boss to become invincible for a couple of seconds. Instead, tap once, wait a few frames, and tap again. If you've got a spare controller, you can drop in player 2 during the boss fights to make sure that the AI doesn't hit the invincibility frames. The first minor skip you'll notice while watching a hero percent speedrun is using a batarang to destroy Batman's bombs. This saves a couple of seconds over setting the bomb off manually. Freeze fly is easily the most important free-play speedrunning technique, as it is used in nearly every level. It is also the most efficient way of getting out of bounds. To do the trick, we need Mr. Freeze, the Joker, and a gliding character. Use the freeze cannon on your gliding character, then quickly switch to Joker. Electroshock the cube and switch to player 2. Mash the jump button until you start flying. Add extended flight and you've got yourself a game-breaking combination. When you've practiced enough, you can also learn how to skip animations by quickly switching between Joker and Mr. Freeze. Some animations can be skipped by quickly switching between characters. This way you can speed up some super strength animations as well as the freeze fly process. Some characters have faster animations than others. For example, the Joker has the fastest long-range attacks. Poison Ivy and Man-Bat are great melee characters. Scarecrow and the Riddler have the quickest lever pulling animations. Those are all the basic techniques you need while speedrunning LEGO Batman the video game. If I missed anything, or if you've got any questions, please write a comment down below, or visit the LEGO Speedrun Discord server, where you can chat with me and other LEGO speedrunners. If this video helped you in any way, please return the favor and leave the thumbs up so others can find it easier. I am still very much a beginner at video editing and production, so if you've got any tips, advice or critique, please leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your runs! Always kill Alfred for RNG manipulation.